Hi, this is Matt Keating from Trill. Hi, this is Matt Keating from Trill with Wolves, and I'm here to talk with the Enrons about your new favorite song tonight.
Hello and welcome to Your New Favorite Song, podcast brought to you by the Enrons, where each week we will feature a recently released song from an independent artist. I'm your host, Bernard Dennis, and today I'm speaking to Matt Keating of Trill with Wolves about their song Daylight Tonight. Hello, Matt.
Hello.
Hello. Right. All the way from sunny somewhere in the USA.
I am in southern Texas. Here, I'm in Corpus Christi, Texas. So are we on the other sides of the world here?
Of the
Where
pond.
are you at?
I'm in
No.
in Haarlem,
Yeah.
which is very close to Amsterdam in the Netherlands.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so
It's amazing.
I think it's for you for like sometime in the afternoon.
Yeah, it is 2 p.m.
Yeah, it's like 9 p.m. here already, so it's dark outside and it's well, getting towards the end of the evening. So before the interview, I sent you a list of questions, and you selected three of them for me to ask you at the beginning of the show, so we can get to know you better. So here's the first question, Matt. What song is your guilty pleasure?
Oh yeah, okay. My guilty pleasure song is Coldplay, Yellow, I think.
Oh, that's
And
guilt
honestly,
there.
anything
That's
it is, and honestly, it's anything by Coldplay. And I think for the longest period, I just didn't want to like Coldplay, and like they come on the radio, and I just like turn the channel, I like, it
yeah.
was just too easy to listen to, and then I don't know. At some point here in Texas, we mow our lawns, and I try to like listen to an album all the way through, and I chose, somehow Parachutes, their album Parachutes, ended up in my music feed, and I was like, you know what, I'll I'm gonna listen to the album all the way through, and I did, and I was like,
Mhm.
you know what, it's actually a great album, and I became
Yeah.
a Coldplay fan after that, and but I'm hesitant to like put it down on my list of influences, but no, I do secretly listen to Coldplay quite a bit. So um,
Yeah. But how long ago was
yeah.
that you discovered Coldplay? Were they already
I mean,
big?
honestly, yeah. Oh no. This is like didn't want to watch them when they played at the Super Bowl here. I mean, this is so I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe like 3 years. It was like 3 years ago. I finally gave into it, and
Yeah.
seriously listened to stuff that wasn't on the radio, right? Um, but you know what?
Yeah. Well,
They
yeah.
have some pretty. I mean, if you listen to their albums all the way through, it is masterly laid out, and um, they put together a pretty good CD.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm from the UK originally, so I remember when Coldplay first came out with the song Trouble,
yeah,
which is like the end of the 90s, somewhere in the middle, maybe in the mid 90s. And it was like, wow, this is really amazing. And I think I played their first album, Parachutes, just completely to death. And the second album as
yeah,
well, which I thought was just
yeah,
fantastic, even better than the first. It
yeah,
was like, wow. I had this 3 CD player, with a multi CD player,
yeah,
and
yeah.
almost all the time there was at least one of those on that CD player. I just played them all the time. I loved it. And after those two albums, it just became so much of the same for me. It's like,
Yeah,
okay, they found a formula and they've gone with it.
and they're and
And then I think
yeah,
it's just musically it became not completely uninteresting. Um, and they became huge, and it became a real thing under musicians to mock Coldplay and hate them. But in the
yeah,
early days,
yeah,
they did some.
yeah.
Their early music is
Oh yeah,
just brilliant. So I don't have any problem with Cold. Well, I do now, but I didn't then.
yeah, yeah.
so So we've destroyed Coldplay myth and kind of destroyed Coldplay as well a little bit. But that is a guilty pleasure. You know, serious rock and roll artist, Coldplay, not done. You know what I mean?
It
Not
is.
anymore.
Yeah. I mean, what's even? I
Oh,
mean,
that was
it's
brave
an
of you.
album. I mean, yeah, I can. If you ask my kids what what my favorite band is right now, they would probably tell you Coldplay, because I do play it a lot here, and I play it because I know that no one in the family is going to disagree with it. It's not, it's like it's not hard to listen to. You can put something on in the
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
in the background. So now my oldest son thinks that like Coldplay is like my favorite band, but I like them. Yes, I do, but I definitely have a whole array of songs that maybe are
Another.
a
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit
yeah,
harder to listen to, that I can appreciate on different levels that I like more, right?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but,
Right. So we go from guilty pleasures to going down the rabbit hole
yeah,
here.
yeah.
But the next one, the question that you asked is, what movie would you see again for the first time?
Yeah, I was going through some of the list of questions, and I was like, you know what, that one is so easy for me. It would definitely be Monty Python, Holy Grail. That movie, I can't, I don't even know when I watched it first. To be honest, I watched it so many times, and it was such a part of my teenage my teenage years with my friends. I mean, we watched the movie so much, and we quoted it so much, and uh, and I actually haven't seen it for a while, and so maybe actually if I watch it recently here, it'd be similar to watching it again. But I would
Hmm.
love to re-experience watching that Monty Python movie again and seeing it for the first time, and I mean, that would be wonderful. you know.
Okay.
So um,
The thing is, what is it
yeah,
that why? What is it that makes it such a? What happened to you on the first time you saw it? That's interesting.
I I think I mean I'm in my 40s, and so this was probably late 80s, early 90s is when
Mhm.
I watched that for the first time, and so the things that were on television at the time were very sick. I mean, it was just very structured sitcoms, and
Mm.
I don't know. I kind of had a structured childhood, so watching this group of adults just get loony, and this crazy story was just this wonderful world for me. And here, I mean, I think it was like a by then it was a 15-year-old movie or something. I mean, it was
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, it had been out for a long time. It's grainy, and and it's I if you watch it today, you're like, there's better production in on some of these YouTube videos, but uh, there is there is just something magical about the humor, um, and the way it starts, the way it ends.
Yeah.
It is just it's a journey, a journey in a
Mm.
type of humor that I find incredibly funny. So
So the question is, do you? I mean, another question slightly is,